Hello, welcome back to C-Tone channel. And today we're gonna be reading Batman Scar of the Bat. We have a new update. Diet. Pretty fucking cool. That is a new addition to the series. Now I wouldn't have to like show you the book, right? And like probably not risk like showing you the page like this. Like what the fuck? Like I'm not even gonna be able to look. But anyways, let's start on with this story. So the story begins with a man pouring himself a drink, right? Calling it, saying the Untouchables, because this old man right here, he's like, let me write a story about you. He's like, well, we're called the Untouchables, which was a real thing back in the 40s, 30s, you know, during the Prohibition era with Al Capone, you know, the guy who invented expiration dates, you know. It's pretty fucking cool. He's like, I'm not up to after finishing that whole debacle, right? And it's like, I want a melodrama about this. The old man's like, fucking, yeah, doing that, yeah. Like, I want a melodrama about this, or romance. He's like, well, all right, let me tell you this story. And then, boom, we start out it with Al Capone bashing some guy's head in with a bat, right? And he keeps on batting him. And then he just dumps their body. Not with the fishes in the ground. They're eating dirt, you know. And then our main characters, Elliot Ness, and some guy named Alex. He's like, we gotta find this Al Capone fella, right? And now they're like here, like more gathering intel, or like we need to find 2 more people or 3. So we have a great group, and they're like, and then there they are. George Cocaine, Danny Rasher, the most fucking, like, well, the type of name is Danny Rasher. Have you ever heard a name like that? Now they're here, we're like, guys, we have to take down Al Capone. And they're like, whoa, here we have the highest production of alcohol, right? They're like, well, this is our target. And he shows like a picture of the guy, right? You see it right there. Come on. It's like, well, nothing is bad with a mug of beer. Yeah, I mean, obviously. And then there you see the cops being corrupted. And then they meet the next member, Basil, the 4th man, who's like the getaway driver of sorts, the driver. It's like, well, we're not gonna be corrupt like the other cops. We're gonna be quirky and not like the other girls. And then there they go to a bar. Wait. Yeah. Then they're doing this plan, being like, well, we're gonna act like corrupt cops, but we're not really corrupt cops, you know? It's like, you know, I may say a racial slur, but I'm not really racist, right? It's like that type of thing. Now here they're at the bar being like, give me money for protection. They're like, no, protect your bar from everyone. And they're basically looking around for like, to find a guy who could give them, you know, information about Al Capone, right? They're like, well, we ran into nothing. We're not gonna buy anyone. Buy anyone? That sounds fucking bad. And then while they're walking through, Elliot and, is that Alex? I think that's Alex. Yeah, I think so. And then here with the Marcus Zorro be like, well, look at that. He's a vigilante. He worked for nothing. He just did it. And they're like, well, no one's gonna take you seriously if you look like him. So they're like, I have to be a bat. So then here we go. Oh shit, who's that? A Batman. Oh my god, it's Batman. And he has a bat, literally. And he's like, where is this guy? He's like, where's Al Capone? He's like, I don't know, man. It's like, then afterwards, he's like, you got the intel, and now they basically just smash through and destroy all the alcohol they have produced. And it's like, I think that's Al Capone, the guy right there who's like, Jesus, Mother, Mary, and Joseph. It's like, It's like, you guys, and the guy's like, you guys making in some money? It's like, nah. They're like, nah, we gotta move up in the world, you know? We gotta be on that grind, and we're like, me, right? You know? If you know, you know. Those who know. Now they go to like basically they work higher. They basically go up and up and up, you know, basically make it to the big man himself. And then while they're doing their getting their money, the Batman comes and starts beating the shit out of them, right? Like with a little bat, Larry beats him, kicks him, damn, he fucking kicks him. And then Al Capone's like, this motherfucker, I want him back, I want him dead, I want his head in a silver platter for me. I want him dead, dead, dead. And afterwards, they killed Joe, the guy who paid them. He was like, they went, now he's dead. They're like, damn, now what? They're like, well, we gotta find him before anyone else does, you know? And they're like, well, what if the news thinks the Batman's working with us? That doesn't make us good as them. They're like, that's it. They're like, let's see. I'm trying to see. And they're like, we got some informants and ears at the federal building. So they have eyes and ears everywhere, right? So they can find information. And then Basil, you remember that the driver, that guy, the mafia finds him, like, paisano, hey, paisanos, you know. He's like, what? And then he gets the, oh shit. Oh wait, yeah, he actually does get the treatment, right? He's like, and then after that, they find his dead body. He's like, and they also killed the dog. Not even the dog survived. What the fuck? It's like, well, now what? If we keep doing our job, everyone's gonna die. It's like, doesn't matter. The you know. Afterwards, there's a building, and then Batman, like, fucking, he like, how can I say it without saying rope? Because if I say rope himself, it sounds like he killed himself. He basically rope swinged into a guy and got his Tommy gun. Afterward, Batman's like, hands off that girl, buddy. She did not consent there, buddy. He's like, what the hell do you know? It's like, how are you gonna beat me with a bat, Batman? He's like, oh, I didn't bring a bat today. I brought the... Damn, he did bring that. And now afterwards, after all that, after killing all of them, he gets into the rope and he climbs up. And then afterwards, Al Capone's like, I want this motherfucker dead now. It's like, it's like, what the fuck? It's like, why am I... Never mind. Okay. So it's like, so it's like, how many times have I said, so it's like... So after that, he's like, that one guy, yeah, this guy who's helping Al Capone, the guy with the mustache, he's like, well, he's probably a Fed. He's probably working for them. He's like, well, I want them all dead now. And now afterwards, they find one of the other, like, caches, you know, of the alcohol. And then they get the treatment, right? And they got Danny, you know, Danny Rasher, yeah, that guy. But then, oh my god. It turned out Elliot was Batman. Then afterwards, Al Capone's assistant is put into a car and it's driven by Batman. And after that, Batman's basically driving like fucking, like he's on speeder and heroin and stuff shit. And he's basically trying to get information off the guy. After he's like, I'm going. He's like, so they're basically in a farmhouse, hiding basically. He's like, if you're lying, oh, the guy was named Frank. His name was Frank. So it's like, if you're lying, Frank, I'm gonna come back. And you know what's gonna happen. Afterwards, you know, we see Al Capone's like gang basically working. And they're like, what the hell was that noise? And then the guy who just walked out got the out of him. It's like, mother of mercy. Then he got the treatment. Afterwards, yeah, then I think Frank. No, that was not Frank. I don't know who this guy is. And he's like, too bad we don't speak the same language, kid. Or do we? Treatment, he got it right there. And then remember, yeah, it was Danny. Yeah. Danny, Elliot went to visit him. And it's like, I got him, bro. Don't worry. It's like, the mask, the gun, the coat make me the Batman. What are you saying? He's basically saying, frame him for being the Batman so he doesn't get framed. So it doesn't really matter. And afterwards, Danny basically died. And afterwards, they like dismantle the whole alcohol, like distribution of it. And after Al Capone left jail, he basically just became a social recluse and just fishes out of his pool. And then basically the old man who was interviewing Elliot basically is like, well, you don't seriously expect me to believe that you dress like some sort of modern day Zorro. And Elliot, oh, he passed out. It's like, we'll talk more tomorrow. And then afterwards, Elliot died from a heart attack. The end. This story is going to be a 6.9 Al Capones out of 10. Too little Batman. That's why. Well, this story was pretty good. I guess one day before I stop, before this video ends, I guess I'm gonna talk about video scheduling. So what I thought for video scheduling was basically gonna be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Probably I'll upload a video in one of those 3 days at 4. But I think that would be a pretty amazing fantasy of mine. But I guess this has been it. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. But anyways, guys, I've been C-Tone Comics, and I am out. I love this fucking closet.